People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, people, it is getting very serious out there on these mean streets. And I am speaking about an incident that occurred yesterday, the 9th of March 2022 at about 7 p.m. where 3 members of one family lost their life in a very tragic way. Deceased twins, 19-year-old Giovanni Stewart O.C. Bigger, his brother, 19-year-old Giovanni Stewart, both of these persons unemployed. The sister, Peter Gay Cook, she is a student of Irwin High School that is in Montego Bay, right down the road. There was also a 1-year-old youth. He was okay, he was not hurt, he was not harmed. There were 15 9mm spent shells and also one 5.56 spent shell. I think that is some sort of serious weaponry, being one of those T-0UT. Based on the information, the mother of the house, she said that she left the house at about 7. On her way to pick up something from someone, she heard all sorts of loud explosions coming from the direction of the house. She said that she rushed back. When she rushed back, she found the 3 people laying in a pool of their own red. They were gone. However, she said that the 1-year-old, her grandson, he was okay. She summons the pawpaw. The pawpaw came. They did their crime scene, their regular thing. However, people, too late was the call. Now, people, I received these pictures. I received 3 pictures. However, I did not get the picture of the 11-year-old. However, based on the pictures, 3 pictures of the T-0UT, it was not a very good look. It was obvious that these youths got hit multiple times in the upper body, also in the crown. They basically took away all their memory, all their thoughts. Also on one of those pictures, when I zoomed it up, zoom it in, I could clearly see that the neck of one of the youth, it was also bust from one side to the next side. So therefore, it seems as if they were quick, they were precise. They wanted to make sure that the only witness is that 1-year-old that more than likely could not be any sorts of witness. Now, people, based on the facts of the case, based on the crime scene, I don't know what is the cutoff age in which you can be immune or spared from losing your life. In this, if them can't catch Quacko, them catch him shot syndrome. Or even when them catch Quacko, them catch the shot, them catch the shoes, them catch everybody. Because people, like me say, based on the recent history, we see that people of 19-year-old teenager, they are equal opportunity target. However, people, this young lady, she was only 11, a high school student, maybe first form. So therefore, she could not be spared. However, I think that their conscience started to play on them when they thought about this little 1-year-old, or more than likely, them know say, if the 1-year-old lose him or her life, it is going to cause this case to be more serious. Now, people, it is not as if the 11-year-old was not a little girl. It is not as if it is not bad that they took away 3 family members from one place. So people, just imagine how traumatized this mother is. Just imagine the look on her face, what went through her mind, how her heart basically skipped several beats when she went back to that scene and saw her family members. And how happy she was when she realized that, listen, at least the 1-year-old was spared. Now people, like me said, this is breaking news, preliminary investigation, preliminary information. So therefore, as soon as I get some more information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon and also press all in the option. Now people, this is an update about a story that I spoke about yesterday. And it pertains to 4 people, 4 young men, including a 16-year-old that lost their life in a place called Windsor Heights, Central Village, Zambia. It has all sorts of names. Now people, when I did that video, like whenever I speak about any sorts of video in which some young men who are criminal minded ends up losing their life, it seems as if there's a set of people on social media that wants me to throw some sorts of sympathy party. Now people, this is not that channel. This is a channel that speaks about exactly what took place, whether you like it or not. Now people, I receive a text, a comment in my comment section. And this comment was coming from Marlon Walker. And it seems as if Marlon Walker wants some highlight, he wants some spotlight. So therefore, I am going to give him the highlight because he claims that these youths are innocent youths. This is what the caption read, or the comment read. Out of the 4 youth them that died, which one of them was wanted? See some of on a blogger, we just love run with false story. Jano. Now people, he went on to talk about some other people in which I wish not to waste my time on them because they have zero credibility. However, the point is that people want you to throw some sorts of sympathy party, not knowing the facts. And because you have the facts, they have a problem with it. However, the people that tell them lie on a daily basis, those are the persons that they glorify for some sorts of reason. However, we understand social media. So anyways, Mr. Walker, here are the facts. The 4 persons that lost their life. 16-year-old Andre Chana. 21-year-old Romario Brewster. 24-year-old Patrick Brown. 22-year-old Nigel Adams. Here are their criminal history. Brown is from Zambia in that same community. Chana, which is a 16-year-old, and Brewster, they are from Kingston, East Kingston. They are members of the Burger Gully gang operating in that area. Adams, he was wanted in Kingston Central for the takeaway of somebody. During this operation, in which this is based on the information from the Popo and it is not always 100%. However, we have to go with the story that we have. Based on what the Popo in the area said, they were doing an operation in the area when some young men in a little house in some bush, OK Coral area, like some sort of abandoned building. So therefore, they decided that, based on the accounts of the Popo, that they are going to blaze up some can upon the Popo. And of course, you know the regular script. The Popo defended themselves, wheel and pop off. After the smoke clear, the odds are always going to be against the people that take on the Popo. History shows that. Now people, based on the information from the Popo, not only the Popo, Indicom, which was always also on the scene. Indicom said that a couple of tools were recovered. The police said that 3 tools. Now people, we shall await those ballistic results to come back and see if these gunmen actually bust up any sorts of gunshot off of the Popo. if there's any sorts of residue on their hand, because that tells everything. However, the fact that whenever you talk about criminal elements on social media in the news, there's always a group of people that are very sensitive, that are very feminine. Don't know if these men are this person boyfriend or whatever the case is. However, he seems to take it very personal. Now, people on this channel, I don't know any of these people. I don't know the Popo. If and when the Popo do any sorts of wrong, then I'm always one of the first person, if not the first person, to come out and say it. Because, people, I have no horse in the race. I have no friends in the race. I have associates, I have a link. Me and none of these people never drink a beer together, never hold conversation other than talk about the case. That is it. That is the extent of our friendship. Me keep it professional and me just keep it moving. So therefore, I gave you the criminal history of the 16-year-old, which was the youngest, of one person that was wanted for murder, and of two persons that are known gang members. So therefore, that are 3 out of 4. Now, people, what are the odds that you have 4 people in the room, one of them wanted for murder and the other 2 are gang members? Don't you think those gang members, based on what is going on in Jamaica, have dispensed some sorts of tool, have a couple of bodies, have a couple of illegal activities on their resume? So therefore, if the Popo take them out, wouldn't that be reasons for celebration? Wouldn't that be something good that we actually, or the Popo actually did their job and get rid of some of these nuisance in a society? Now, people, remember, this is a place that is plagued by gunmen. This is a place that hold the people hostage, that there is no sorts of business that can be conducted. Anybody want anything have to come out of the community. There is no sorts of delivery by any sorts of company. Therefore, Miss Matty's shop, she cannot bring the suppliers inside the residence. They have to go outside and come back in. All because of gunman. And then you, Mr. Walker, you're going to glorify and idolize and defend these gunmen as if you know. If you know so much, do a channel instead of spamming my channel when you could be on YouTube making money, just like the other people that don't really have too much sense either. So I just say, there are facts and the facts speak for themselves. We can debate a whole bunch of things. However, the facts are not debatable because it happened, it existed, it is documented. Now, people, based on what Mr. Griffiths is saying, Gary Griffiths, he is the Assistant Commissioner of Popo in charge of that area. He said that this place is plagued. And remember, just as a reference, there was a lady, Miss Kimmy. She lost her life. She drove a truck for Grace Kennedy. She was robbed. She was caught up in the head and then them bust her throat in that same sort of era. So therefore, these are the people that you people come on social media and defend when the facts speak that they are criminal. When every day you get up, you see say, people are scared, the pit them can't go outside. There is all sorts of gang activity. Zambia, Windsor Heights. Those are facts. This is not something that I am making up. So therefore, I think that you have some sort of agenda. The fact that you mention some other flagger who have zero credibility. So therefore, I see where this is going. So anyways, people, the point is that I said what I said. And when I talk based off facts, based on conversation, based on pictures, based on videos, based on intelligence that I got from people, whether they are poor, whether they are criminal, whether they are just people that want changes in their community. That is the motive. That is my agenda. My agenda is not to defend or throw any sorts of pity party. A big C time now. Me not party in a big C time. Point blank and period.